Welcome to our cab chat. We're here just for you. We make it look professional, but we don't know what to do. Sean and Mac and Jamie and James, they are a hit. They sit around a table and chat a load of shit. Hey!
Hello, and thanks for watching this video. I want to explain what's happening with Cab Chat. So Mac and me, MacTheCab, me as Super Cabby, we started Cab Chat back in October 2014. And that was after doing a couple of years of London taxi radio. And the reason we started it was because doing live radio shows wasn't really working, and I thought, let's try a podcast and see if that fits in more with cabbies' lifestyles, because they can watch it when they want to watch it, or sorry, they can listen to it when they want to listen to it, and stop and start it as and when they want it to, while they're out working or whatever. And the ethos behind Cab Chat was about having a bit of fun, and also tackling serious subjects, but mainly having fun. In the start, it was a really good mix between fun and serious subjects. But Cab Chat changed slightly for me when Mac left and moved to France for a while, and it sort of lost its appeal, and it all got a bit too serious. And I did try to carry on doing it for a while on my own after I sold London Taxi Radio to Sean Paul Day, and it sort of worked with different people like Drumslayer, who I really appreciate, used to send in his contribution every week, and other people, Dropkick Rick and Dow and other members of the team. But one thing I've got to say is that it does take a lot of time to put a Cab Chat show together. Not the editing, the audio editing, because that's, we'd got it down to the fine art of doing the show, and it went out almost as it was recorded. But literally continually looking for subjects to talk about on the show and researching the facts so that you get things right and you're not informing people of the wrong facts. And with so much doom and gloom always about the cab trade, it sort of has an effect on your mental health, and it does drag you down a bit. In the end, you don't feel like going out and driving the cab and going to work, because it drags you down that much. I know I shouldn't let it do that to me, but it did. And then a few months ago, Parker Cabby suggested maybe we should do short Cab Chat news programmes on YouTube. And so I did 3. I actually recorded 4. I actually recorded the 4th one. And he said to me, have you put it out yet? And I said, no. And he said, why not? I said, because I don't want to. Because I didn't feel that YouTube was the place for Cab Chat. Cab Chat was always a podcast or a radio show as such, started off as the Cab Chat radio show. I didn't feel YouTube was the right place. We dabbled with YouTube, a few years ago, trying to put Cab Chat on YouTube, but in my mind it didn't really work. So I don't feel that YouTube is the place for Cab Chat. I think it is a podcast and it should remain a podcast. But that being said, with MacTheCab not being around a lot these days, trying to do it on your own and having a laugh doesn't really work, to be honest with you. It needs at least 2 of you to do it, to have a laugh. So, to that end, we're going to have a break from doing Cab Chat. I'm not saying we're never going to do it again, I'm not saying we will do it again. Who knows? You know, that said, MacTheCab could turn up in a couple of weeks' time and we could sit down and record the show. And yeah, we spent a lot of money updating all the equipment because the old equipment was past its sell-by date, but hey ho, that's the way life goes. And I'd like to hope that to some extent we inspired others to do podcasts. You know, there's lots of YouTube channels out there with cab drivers involved, TikTok channels, and podcasts as well. I'd like to hope that we inspired those to do that, because you know we were the first. We were the first in the cab trade to do a podcast or anything on YouTube a long time ago. You know, 2011 I actually started doing podcasts, so it's a long time ago. You know, 12 years ago started doing podcasts. Cab Chat 2014, London Taxi Radio 2012, so it's been a long time. So also the things that I'm doing now with Parker Cabby John, I really enjoy. You know, the company cabbie stuff, and my own channel that I'm going to start doing on YouTube. I really enjoy doing that sort of thing, and it's fun, it's enjoyable, and the company cabbie stuff is fun because we're doing stuff about food, which I love, as you might have guessed, and also you know, learning things about the history of London and things like that. I'm enjoying doing the tours, I'm enjoying driving the cab, I love driving a cab, so I don't want to be that angry cab driver anymore, the one that's always sort of searching out for, you know, news items that are always a bit negative. I want to be positive and I want to have a laugh again, enjoy life, because I am enjoying life. And if we have inspired others to do podcasts or go on YouTube and things like that, then that's great. You know, the more people that are doing stuff, the better. So we're going to have a break from Cab Chat at the moment. You know, I'm not saying we won't do it again, but don't expect a weekly show anymore. You know, at the height, Cab Chat was getting probably 3,000 or 4,000 downloads per week, which is phenomenal. You know, the first ever show that me and Mac did, we was knocked back by the amount of downloads we actually got. It was 400 downloads in a week or so, which was unbelievable for a little taxi related podcast. We never ever, it exceeded our wildest expectations, to be honest with you. But if we do it again, don't expect a weekly show. You know, at the very most, it will probably be monthly, but reality is it will probably be every 2 or 3 months that we do something, if when we do. So it's not goodbye forever, it's just au revoir until we meet again. And to all our loyal listeners, I know you might be a little bit disappointed that we're not going to be doing a regular show anymore, but you know, it takes its toll. I don't want it to be a chore anymore. And so I'd like to thank you all for listening to me and Mac ramble on about issues in the cab trade, and for being loyal listeners and engaging with us. We've loved every minute of it. So as I say, it's not goodbye forever, it's just au revoir for now. And until the next time we meet again, you will be lucky out there and earn loads because you deserve it. Thank you.
Tell a story of a chubby taxi man. In 1989, is where it all began. A knowledge boy climbed on his bike to learn the streets you see, to get his badge and drive a cab, ply the streets and be free. Then over 4 years ago, his best idea by far, to start a radio station, and he called it LTR. Called it LTR. Called it LTR. Called it LTR. So welcome to the Chat Show. Welcome to the Chat Show. Welcome to the Chat Show. We started off with the live shows, but it didn't go too well, so we switched it up to podcasts, and now it's going swell. We call our podcast the Chat Show. Super Cabby is our host. Our radio changed forever with our brand new cheesy song. Brand new cheesy song. Brand new cheesy song. Brand new cheesy song. So welcome to the Chat Show. Welcome to the Chat Show. Welcome to the Chat Show. International Chat Show.